The gentlewoman from Missouri is recognized.
I thank my friend from Arizona for yielding. And Madam Speaker, I rise today to urge my colleagues to support H.R. 777, the Debbie Smith Reauthorization Act. Along with my friend Carolyn Maloney, I introduced the Debbie Smith Act with the support of the Rape, Abuse, and Incest National Network, RAIN. I thank Congresswoman Maloney for her untiring work to end and prevent sex trafficking and other forms of violence against women, which I also support, and for her willingness to reach across the aisle to get things done. She is a warrior for vulnerable women and children, and I'm so proud to work with her on this important legislation. Debbie Smith programs provide much needed funding for crime labs to process DNA evidence and strengthen the national DNA database, which has over 17 million profiles on it. It provides justice to victims. Under Debbie Smith, Congress provides $151 million annually to state and local labs for DNA and rape kit testing. Better technology has improved our ability to test and track DNA samples from crime scenes, and this data is making a real difference in the efforts to bring rapists and other sexual predators of sexual violence to justice. FBI's DNA database has been used in more than, are you ready for this, Madam Speaker, 465,270 investigations. 1 in 5 rape kits entered into the national database generates a DNA match, pointing to a serial rapist. Since the Debbie Smith program has been created back in 2005, nearly 200,000 DNA matches have been made in criminal cases, providing justice to victims in cases that may have otherwise gone unsolved. But law enforcement can't keep up. Untested DNA cases have increased by 85% since 2011. And in my own home state of Missouri alone, more than 5,400 untested rape kits are sitting in labs and in storerooms. We need the Debbie Smith programs now more than ever. This legislation authorizes $151 million for Debbie Smith DNA backlog grant programs, $12.5 million for grants in state and local governments for training programs, $30 million for state and local governments to create programs to collect and use DNA evidence related to sexual assault. The Senate unanimously sent their version of this legislation over to the House in May. But the House leadership did not bring it to the floor, and allowing it to expire on September 30th. Both Democrats and Republicans on the Judiciary Committee, along with Congresswoman Maloney, have led the charge on this reauthorization. It saddens me that the Judiciary members had to file a discharge petition to get Speaker Pelosi to put this bill on the floor. This is not about personal ownership or asserting the House's authority. This is about getting something signed into law. I worry that the Senate version of this bill includes accountability and performance measures that are not in the House bill. And if the Senate bill were being voted upon today, the President could sign it into law tomorrow. Looking forward, I implore both parties, House and Senate, to ensure the Debbie Smith reauthorization gets to the President's desk as soon as possible. I thank Leader McCarthy, Ranking Member Collins, Chairman Nadler very, very much, and Congresswoman Maloney most of all. I urge my colleagues to join me in reauthorizing these programs that convict dangerous predators and help victims to get the justice that they deserve. I yield back.
The gentlewoman yields.